Hey guys, Ajax22 here, and doing a quick update video to show how the painting and everything's coming. You can see the tone we're going for on the walls, fading into black. Don't have the lighting finished up yet. Still running off the bare bulbs with some exposed wiring, but getting there. The hideous, ugly stripes are slowly disappearing. Gonna have to do a couple of coats on that. But yeah, starting to have sort of the tone that we want for the wood and the display cabinets, and you know, the ability to like control the experience through light direction, which is what we're kind of going for. We're gonna have to do some sort of a scrim across the doors with a sign. For the gunsmith cat's nest. But yeah, it's happening. So theoretically, wall paint will be done today-ish. Floor paint will be done tomorrow. Got the power and everything switched over. And day after, we're gonna try to move. We're gonna wipe everything down, move it into the other rooms, so that we can, you know, patch the putty the holes, and then mask it for. We're gonna have to do the tape it for paint, and get this space painted. I think probably Saturday. You know, depending on when this video actually gets posted. These days may not mean anything to you. And then early part of next week, we should be able to get a trailer with all of the vehicles out. And they're not, you know, they're just going into different storage locations that are not the shop. So to the people who have asked about what's happening to them, that one's getting cut up for parts. These two are probably staying. This one is eventually going away. This one's going to get tuned and built. One of these that has the built race motor is gonna wind up at a different shop. The other one's gonna go into a buddy's backyard. You know, the bikes are all staying, and then, you know, we'll reorganize all the random loose parts. It's a process. Anyway, that's what we've been up to. I should have said after we do the putty, and while we're doing the taping, we're gonna hit this with a sander and just knock it all down. But after we've wiped everything down and moved it, and as you can tell by the, oh man, my poor Enfield. As you can tell by the status of things, we got a lot of cleaning of the guns, because no matter how much precautions we took, I mean, the dust just got everywhere. So there's more cleaning of firearms than we really should have. Yeah. Anyway, that's what we're up to. It's a mess, but we're making progress. All right, I'll let you guys get back to it, and probably post another video here when we're a little farther along. Hey guys, Ajax22 back, and as you can see, we've painted the floor and gotten it dusty. Moved all or most of the furniture into here. Some of it's going to stay, a lot of it's going to wind up living back in the big room, but paint's pretty much done. Everything's starting to fall into place. Still have to do all the lighting, still have to do a little bit of wiring, but got rid of the little table that was there. Got the patching going on, been cleaning up in here. That's the transition line for the red to black. I think we're going to omit doing the white center section because, well, we're pretty much just gonna paint this wall white as a reflector, and then from there it'll be good. The patching is all done. We're not gonna sand that. We're just gonna glue the foam right on top of it after we paint it black. So it'll, you know, kill that echo that you're hearing right now. Floor is getting continued with gray paint. It's currently masked off so that we can knock out some of the dust. This needs to get just sanded down to make it work, and then tomorrow or the day after we'll be doing the paint. So I know that relative, depending on when I post this video, isn't really particularly relative to tomorrow being a thing, but I'm tired, undercaffeinated. It's a thing. Yeah, kind of excited. Floor's filthy, but it's not as bad as it was when we first, you know, took over the space. It's actually been mopped twice since then, believe it or not. So the remaining animal urine and weed residue are, you know, quite a bit less than they were. Coke machine's probably going to be left in that corner, getting turned into a Nuka-Cola machine. I think this is going to wind up actually being done with some tufted oxblood couches, so it's more of a lounge setting. We've been toying around with the idea of doing initially having this set up strictly as a while you wait gunsmithing space while we're waiting on the FFLs. So that's the current thought, is that, you know, while you wait, you might as well be waiting in a nice place. Probably still have a few display cabinets, might go with front opening ones, and then have it be more of an interactive space, boutique, higher end, focused on the gunsmithing. That's really the current thought. Loving the color scheme. But the lighting needs to be redone, because right now it's just kind of washing everything and it's all blurring it out. But with a little bit of pin spots and a little more control, I think we can really make it pop. Yeah, mad scientist over there. But yeah, it's not much to show otherwise, but happening. A lot of work. Amazing amount of work going into this stuff. All right, back in a bit. Hey guys, we're back, and as you can see, we've got a ton of work done. And it'll become increasingly more obvious as we go through this. Not everything that's in here is going to live in here, obviously. Quite a bit. We have some countertops that are got to come in that'll be in this general vicinity. This is getting redone so it'll have racks for customer guns when they come in to get serviced. This is the main filming and working space. We had a couple of hiccups that occurred as far as getting the tooling that we originally intended. A deal fell through where we were going to be buying a lathe, mill, surface grinder, and some other bits, and yeah, magically all worked out, and instead of getting that stuff, we got better quality tooling for half the money, and got a tree mill and a LeBlanc lathe that, and a hydraulic press that was actually made from the landing gear of a P-51 Mustang. We were able to determine this because at the shop that we got it from, the part of the wing that they'd ripped all the hydraulics out of was still in the back. If you guys have ever heard of Homer Knapp, he ran Hollywood motorcycle machine from, like, I don't know, according to the dudes we bought it from, it was 66 or so, but internet says 77. Anyway, we bought his tooling. Got his cam grinding setup that we're going to set up to do, you know, 1911 and various lug fitting. And his big LeBlanc that's probably, in all honesty, the upper bounds of what is a usable sized lathe. It's kind of ridiculous. We could definitely, if we wanted to turn a 15-foot 50 cal or a 20 millimeter or some sort of tank gun, we totally could. It's epic. And it even has a cross feed that has a grinding attachment, so we can do hardened everything. Been thinking about picking up a hone as well, but I haven't found a good justification for that yet. Wow, this looks a lot better on this this little camera with the image stabilization than it does on my phone. The phone has actually been kind of problematic lately, and my phone's been corrupting data, so that's why it looks like there's more getting done. All of the cars are out of here this week, have to. We've got to get the the tooling at the end of the week. So it's coming together a little bit at a time. Yeah, the lighting needs a little bit of work in here, but CNC from over there goes over to here. We're gonna probably get a Klausing little engine lathe for over here, so we have something that's a little more modern. The LeBlanc is epic, but it's probably from the 30s with a retrofit in the 40s and then probably in the 50s or 60s. It may have originally been intended as a like legitimate hit and miss or steam or water powered lathe. It's set up to take power off of a massive belt system. This thing's huge. It's bigger than I am. Tall, probably 8 feet long or so. It's going to take up a large portion of this interior space. And then the tree mill is just epic. Has DRO, has power feed, has every option that you could order on one and whenever it was ordered. And then the grinder's ridiculously oversized. And we got an Ingersoll Rand compressor that's going to be super sexy, and a Kelvinator refrigerator to replace this thing. It's like almost exactly the same fridge as from Fallout. So that's the sexiness is happening. Yeah, it's coming together. Got a good group of guys and pushing it forward. Still gotta get the interior layout. The tooling is going to take up more space than we'd originally intended, but it's extra sexy, so totally worth it. Gonna build up the workspace in the center. We're still going to install a ton of track lighting, and we're getting the slat wall in order. Finally got the color samples picked out. Local company can actually press it together. We were waiting on a friend of the mad scientist who was going to provide the hookup, and I think that was the sample that I actually wound up going with. But guy kind of disappeared a little bit, so yeah. Anyway, that's about it. Black anodized aluminum inserts, track lighting all the way along the edge, shining at the guns, making them pop, and then additional sort of spotlight type configuration for the machines. I'm still thinking mill in that corner, lathe on that side, but it's a really sexy lathe, and all of the through stocks on this end, through hole, main geared head portion, spacing on the term. So we might switch that up and then have the mill over there, the sexy mill. We'll still have another mill outside that'll be probably a little less sexy. But yeah, it's gonna be pretty righteous. I'm definitely feeling it. Just have to get rid of all the cars and clean up the outside a little bit and get the recording lights. We've got some guys coming in to do the wiring, finish it up, get the little dangly bulbs, because the dangly bulbs really kill the ambience. They just draw all the attention directly to this exposed glowing orb, and it kills the experience. Countertops, getting some like jewelry cabinets for the displays here, along here. Kind of debating right now whether or not we're gonna go in right here, because initially we're probably gonna do like a lounge setup with like some couches and some more slat wall in here, obviously. But you know, figuring out exactly how it goes together is sort of part of the fun. Anyway, that's an update. All right, I'll let you guys get back to it. We got plenty of work to get going on here. Yeah, be sure to like, subscribe, follow on Facebook. I know we're not doing a ton of gunning right now, but you know, it all comes down to getting the space ready, getting the fixtures, and we're pretty much done with the build out for the space. We've got a door to fabricate. We've got some tracks. We've got more paint on the floors, more cleaning, more reorganizing in the back. Got a lot of components and tooling to clean up and move around and make sure we have it in the right spot. But it's, you know, coming together a little bit at a time. So anyway, that's what we got. Have a good one.